And now, a word from our sponsors. This episode is sponsored by Stealth Security Group, driven by keeping families and businesses safe using the latest security tech.
People are less fearful of dying than they are of
Yeah,
public
that's
speaking.
pretty much me.
So far we've got fear of tiles, fear of sand,
Wet sand.
Wet sand, calm you.
Yeah, wet
Buildings.
sand. Fear of tall buildings.
Fear of buildings. I'm a mess. I should belong at home.
Randomly, I'll get dreams, and these are reoccurring dreams, right? Randomly, I'll get dreams where someone is throwing spiders at me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome to Generational Vibes. We've got another great episode with my
Minions.
minions. So we have Aaron,
Hello.
Jay, Dee, and Khilna.
Hi.
This topic of Generational Vibes is going to be all about phobias.
And fears.
And fears.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
And Dee will kick us off.
That was a solid 3 out of 10. That was terrible. That's a terrible intro.
And that started off our whole
I can't do it
topic
because my
of
throat is like...
the fear of needing to kick the introduction off.
Yes. Exactly.
So as you can tell, the fear can
Yes,
sometimes
you
make
can see the brown
stutter,
patch on the seat when I get up.
Can make you
go into yourself, procrastinate.
Yeah.
Before we talk about the topic, let's just a quick reminder because we are on all podcast platforms.
I thought you said vodka.
That's what you just said, podcast.
So Stitcher, Apple, Spotify, make sure you go there, download and follow us. We're also on YouTube, generational.vibes. Make sure you give us a little follow there and also subscribe, hit the bell so that every time a new episode comes out, you are notified. And also, we would love you to share our podcast with those around you, family, friends, because we talk about everything and anything that the world can bring to you, but we just have 5 different perspectives across 4 generations, hence generational vibes. So
Amazing.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Let's kick this off.
When the fear kicked in.
Let's kick this off
As soon as I finish pooing.
talking about Dee's fear of missing out.
Yes.
Or the FOMO.
yeah,
FOMO,
fear
yeah.
of missing out. So,
Be honest, is it a real fear? Like, you have serious FOMO, or do you just have
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not a fear really.
No.
I wouldn't call that a fear. It's just like
You don't want to miss
I
out.
just like being around people, and then I go, I wasn't there.
I think missing out once is fine. When you miss like 2-3 weeks worth of going out, you think, holy crap, I've missed a lot.
And also,
that
like, I
FOMO?
want to, I just, like, for me, it's like it's something like, I'm like, oh my God, they're going to have such a good time. And I've missed out on that. So it's not necessarily I want to be part, I want to, hear the gossip thereafter, the day after or whatever. But obviously that helps.
That's true.
But it is just this whole thing around, oh my gosh, I've missed an experience, if that makes sense.
Got you.
An opportunity. And because I am, I like being around people. And it's only a fear of missing out with certain groups.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm not with you guys, I have a fear of missing out. If I'm not at, if, again,
Say it.
entrepreneurial community, if there's certain things that I'm not there, then I
Come on, D, call them out. Call them out. Who don't you like?
If I'm not with my family, my cousins, fear of missing out.
Yeah.
But so it's not a fear as in,
Not a fear.
Phobia.
like I have
oh
a
my
fear
God,
of
it's not
heights. I don't have
Really?
a phobia, but I have a fear of heights.
Okay.
What is the difference between
Okay,
So,
phobia
I know what the difference is.
and fear?
fear of heights. Are you scared of getting on a plane, looking down like that?
No,
Or is it
hence-
more of a fear of falling?
Yeah, so it's a fear of falling. But so interestingly enough, we aren't actually born with any fears other than 2. A fear of falling
And spiders.
and Unfortunately, that's a man-made fear. It's a fear of falling and fear of loud noises. And if you think about it, as a baby, those are two fears that are going to protect that child. So if they're at the top of the stairs, hopefully they're not going to, as a baby, they're not going to topple down. And fear of loud noises is all about danger. So those are the only two that we are born with. And the difference, which is what you were asking, between a fear and a phobia. A fear of heights, which is what I have, means that, oh my gosh, like, when as I'm going up the ladder, I'm like, oh my God. But actually, a phobia would be where even the thought of going up a ladder would absolutely make me shake. If I saw a picture of a helicopter view, that would bring up some kind of response in my body, and I wouldn't even be able to get on a plane. I'd have to be sedated or something like that. That's a phobia. And phobias are something that occur because of an experience or a shock that you've had in your life. So you talk about spiders. Do you have a fear of spiders?
I do have a fear of spiders.
If you were to look at a picture of a spider, would that worry you? Would that make...
Well, here's a weird thing, right? I have a fear of spiders. Like, something physically happens to me. It's like that flight or freeze thing.
Yeah.
I freeze. But,
when you see a spider?
Yeah, when I see a spider. And I'm like, ah!
What if you saw a picture of it?
But here's a weird thing, right? I have a weird curiosity about spiders as well. I don't know why.
Would you have one tattooed?
But if you saw a picture of it, Jay, how would that make you feel?
I'd be like, I'd look at it, I'd be like, okay, it's got hair on its legs.
Okay, so the curiosity.
So it's an intense
gone.
fear.
Yeah. The fear's gone. The curiosity's gone.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, actually,
the
no.
actual
But,
fear is gone.
So you still have a
But
fear.
the fear
You
of the
don't have a
real one,
phobia.
So I've got arachnophobia.
You've got you got arachnophobia. So let me talk.
Someone delete this podcast immediately. What did he just say?
Arachnophobia.
Oh my God! So let me tell you a funny story about, like, you will love this story, Heren, because it's a little bit of poo talk here. I have a fear of spiders, and I don't have a phobia. Like, if I was to see a spider in a magazine, it wouldn't do anything to me, right? But I watched. I have a fear. I have an intense fear, and I watched Arachnophobia.
Oh my God!
Prior to watching Arachnophobia, I probably was constipated. After watching it, that constipation was well and truly gone. I can't believe I went through that whole movie, and it was just like the worst thing ever to happen to me. But I still can look at a spider. Like, I can look at one, I just won't pick it up.
Here's the thing, right? I don't know if this probably ties in with the fear, but randomly I'll get dreams, and these are reoccurring dreams, right? Randomly I'll get dreams where someone is throwing spiders at me.
Oh my God!
Yeah. So that's
there must be something related with that.
Yeah.
So if you had a phobia of spiders, what might have happened, for example, and this is how phobias get ingrained, is, let's say you might have seen your mum. You might have been in another room and then suddenly heard your mum screaming, came into the room, she was on a chair, screaming hysterically, and then she's pointing towards a spider. And then you saw the spider, saw the response that happens, and connected the spider to her reaction. Now you've got a phobia because you believe that spider is the reason. Or if, let's say, you were sleeping in bed and a spider dropped on you. That would cause a phobia.
Oh, man.
And the great thing is phobias can be cured.
Dee, can I just say, you remind me of the Spellmans.
Who are the Spellmans?
The Spellmans? On this morning, there's a couple.
Oh, yeah, they're the two coaches.
Yeah, you remind me of them.
Thanks.
What the hell is going on? No idea, mate.
It's a power of NLP, you see.
Yeah.
You can cure phobias using NLP.
We actually work, so we're probably... I ain't got time for that.
When she goes, Aaron, did you watch this morning? Does it look like I watched this morning? This morning I was on the golf course. Trying to...
Playing golf.
Yeah.
Playing. We were at least working.
Yeah, exactly.
Playing.
You weren't working, you were watching this morning.
No, we were working whilst we were watching.
I'll tell you this right now, you both can't do that. You both do this.
Actually, I can do this.
You can't do this. No way in hell can you do that.
Guys, if you know want to know what this is, go and check out our YouTube
Exactly.
channel.
Come on YouTube. Come on.
So, what phobias and fears have you guys got?
I got too many. freaking too many, man.
Oh, that's
Ketchup.
so true. Let's
Let's start with Aaron's.
I was going to say let's leave him till the end
Oh,
because
okay,
then we can finish it the
Fine.
podcast off with him.
No, because Heron's probably got one. Jay's probably only got spiders as a real fear.
I don't
What
have
have you got
any.
in your fear?
I don't have any fears. I'm fearless.
What about public speaking?
Yeah, actually, that could
Oh,
be one.
wait.
Number one fear, by the way, in the world, it comes above death.
What's that?
Wow.
Fear of public speaking.
It's public.
People are less fearful of dying than they are of
Yeah,
public
that's
speaking.
pretty much me.
So why do you have what happens when you think about having to speak?
I don't know. I just freeze up. The words don't come out. It's just a weird feeling. It's like, I don't know. It's like when I'm in front of people, it's just like they're all looking at you, right? They're all waiting for you to say something. And it's like, what if I say the wrong thing? I think I overthink it.
No, but that's a self-doubt.
And then it gets to a point where I think, why are they all staring at me? Am I naked? Because that's what you've always been taught, but the other way around, right? You're always like, if you get nervous, just imagine your crowd being naked. But I'm thinking to myself,
Are they thinking that I'm naked?
yeah,
You're all naked together.
that's not a good thing.
No,
So hang on a second. Do you think of them naked?
No.
I'll tell you right now.
Maybe you should.
I got taught that when I was younger because I did drama when I was younger, and they said if you freeze up, just picture everyone naked. And in my head, I was like, no, because there are some.
Because that
really
makes
good-
me freeze up.
No, because certain things as a man happens, and, you know. But I actually got taught to. I mean, you probably know this more being a public speaker. There's always a fire exit sign at the back. Generally,
Yeah.
I was always told if you don't like looking at the audience, look at the fire exit. You're more than likely looking in the direction of the audience. And I was taught to always talk to the fire exit. The guy who was
Whoever
talking.
taught you that taught you wrong.
Do you know what? I do try and do that sometimes.
But that's when I was on stage.
Because it is focusing on
Yeah,
one point,
but
isn't
it's
it?
so
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. If I'm over here and I'm looking at the fire exit sign, but
That
the
would
geezer
be-
I'm supposed to be talking to is over there, it doesn't work exactly. But it's if I had like a monologue and I had to speak
Yeah.
directly to the audience, I could.
You
I
need to
ended
just
up
get a focal point.
Yeah, I ended up learning how to talk to the audience because when we were doing like assessments, the guy who was writing down all I saw was not looking at me, not looking at me, not looking at me, and I'm like, well, I'm supposed to look at you. He goes, yeah. I went, can I do it again? He goes, did you not know that? I went, she didn't tell me. She told me many times. Look at him. I'm looking at the damn fire exit sign behind him. So I managed to learn how to look at people in the audience,
Yeah.
but that was the first. When I was like super young, I used to always look at the fire exit
Yeah,
sign.
no, I've
Never just look
tried
at someone.
that. It still doesn't work.
That's
because
actually really good.
in my mind, I
because-
just keep thinking still, that person
Yeah,
told me that I have to make
because-
eye contact.
No, but Heren, you're
No,
thinking because you're doubting of what you're actually going to say.
No, not only that. When you
Yeah, that as
when
well.
you said
Yeah,
you
you're
tried
right.
when you said you tried doing the whole looking at one point, the point is when you look at that point. So what Aaron's saying is you've got to go into peripheral vision, which means that you know when you look at a point, just allow your gaze without moving your head to kind of spread, because that allows you to relax. That's what a lot of sports and athletes and people like that do. So they get into peripheral vision. And what you're probably doing is when you're focusing on that one point, you're literally focusing on that one point,
Yep.
which means you're in foveal vision. And foveal vision then reminds you of all the fears, because then you go internal. Whereas peripheral vision, this is what you do when you're driving. You have to be in peripheral vision, because otherwise if you were like moving your head...
You
or
had
going-
tunnel vision whilst driving.
You might
Stop
have.
driving.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
Drive a train or something. Don't.
You don't have to turn anywhere. You just follow the track.
Even go wrong there. So good.
Actually, that's true.
So, Heren, how did you feel when you were in BNI and you had to stand up and talk?
I didn't
I
do it
know
half the
exactly
time.
what he did. I know exactly what he did, and I can't repeat it on this podcast.
For me, I think BNI helped me with my public speaking.
Yeah, because you had no choice, right?
Yeah, because the very first time that I remember having to stand up and speak to everyone, I could literally hear my own voice shaking. Like, that's how scared I was. But because we had to do it week in, week out, I kind of got used to it. So for me, it
Repetition.
helped. Yeah, for me, it helped.
It's really weird. Sometimes I used to do it. Sometimes I just used to think, shit, it's my turn next. It's my turn next. So I just used to pass the mic to the next person. I was like, I was late.
And then the guy,
even though I was there at like 6 in the morning.
You weren't late. You weren't late. Why you not got 30 seconds? You're like, I don't want it.
I was 100% late.
I'm only here for lunch.
To be fair, Heren was only there for lunch.
Yeah.
This
Not just Heren.
and snacks.
So other than public speak and obviously podcast intros, there's no fears whatsoever.
Do you get up a ladder?
So I didn't have a fear of that. I was just about to say that to you.
You know when Dee mentioned I'm going up a ladder, Heren's like, oh crap, that's a fear. Down here.
I'm just thinking about my brother at this point.
No, so I did used to have that fear about ladders, but then obviously the more I used them,
He got people.
it
to
got
get-
easier. And now I've got people to do it, so it's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, do you know what? To be fair, even the guy that's with us now, he was actually scared of the ladder. And to be fair, when he went up the ladder, you could actually feel the whole ladder shaking. Like literally, we're holding the ladder at the bottom, and literally our arms are shaking because he's shaking. But now he literally just runs up them, no problem whatsoever.
He's like, they're just stairs.
Literally like
Says with no handles.
in the space of a month, we got him going up a ladder at an awkward angle and all sorts. Yeah.
Now starts
I think
climbing
for
the
me, the
walls.
heights thing is the steepness of it. Because I remember watching the Paralympics and going into it was the basketball, so it was in that big
Oh my
arena.
God, I was there as well.
Were you
Yeah,
there?
and the O2, it's quite steep.
So
at the top.
and we had tickets
Yeah.
almost right at the top.
Yeah, the Indian tickets are
going
£30.
up, it was still not a massive issue.
It's
coming
coming
down.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
you
God.
Oh,
literally
'cause
feel
you
like
see
Did you
the whole-
see everything?
Yeah,
No,
and
'cause
also
you also
you
feel
just
like
think
you
you're
just
going to
miss.
fall.
Yeah, you just feel like you're just
Yeah,
gonna
you're
just
just
drop.
going to topple over. And as you guys know, I'm clumsy as it is.
So I fell off a ladder once.
So did Heren.
Damn ladders.
Yeah, so did I.
I was working at a sign shop as a designer, but I had to put stuff up as well. Climbed up, was just doing the front of the shop. Climbed up the ladder to put something up, and I used the wrong ladder.
What do you mean you used the wrong ladder?
I used an inside ladder, not an outside ladder,
Oh god.
And it slipped.
and it just slipped, and I just
Oh my god.
on the floor.
Are you afraid of heights then? Can you get
I'm
up a ladder?
afraid of falling,
Afraid of falling. Yeah.
but that was before before getting
That was
on the
when you were
ladder.
younger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a fear of falling.
Yeah.
But saying that, I went to Harrow Wall twice now, trying to climb up the thing.
Yeah. And I did the Sydney Bridge climb.
Oh, I don't
That's
know.
more impressive.
And oh my God. And I tell you
How
again.
do you compare the Harrow Wall to the Sydney Bridge climb? Oh my God.
I didn't mean to
He
do
only said
that.
Harrow. Like, you could have said something else that would have been much better. I went Sydney
But I
Bridge.
just took
Could even
back.
have said that.
The O2, yeah. I climbed the O2. Fair dues.
Because I haven't climbed the O2. I
You could have
climbed the
said,
Sydney
you could have said that and we would have still believed you.
The same as you do. Climb the Sydney Bridge.
Yeah.
I have not done the O2.
Oh, yeah.
You haven't done Harrow Wall either, have you?
And the funny thing was about the Sydney Bridge climb, right? Was going. So you have to go through up these ladders that are literally just straight up, and you go up them, and then it takes you through the
Like
road
one
bit,
by
right?
one, isn't it?
And
Yeah.
there's about 4 of them, and going up again, it wasn't too much of an issue. But oh my gosh, literally coming down it, I almost froze, like you talked about, Jay, like just froze going, and I'm actually like we're connected to the damn pipe anyway. There's no way. I mean, if we're gonna fall, we'll probably hurt our face or something, but which is likely to happen to me as well. But like, I literally was
only
like,
your
oh
face,
my
isn't
God,
it?
I was like, just to get on both my feet onto the ladder was like. So when I watch things like I'm a Celebrity, which I do love, and they do those height challenges. Oh my God!
I think they're the
And even though
easiest
they're
ones.
tied up,
I think they're the easiest ones out of the whole now. Well, out of the bush tucker trials. But
well, they are compared to obviously the eating
Creepy
ones
crawlies.
and things and the creepy crawlies. I couldn't do that.
No.
But like, just like, oh my God, that would just kill me. And even though, like I said, I'd be tied up, so I know that I'm not actually going to fall. But I couldn't.
Yeah.
Your body just doesn't react to the fact that you've got all the cords and everything, and yeah,
Doesn't
it's just,
care.
it doesn't care. It's because you're going to fall
Yeah,
and you're going to die, and it's like, no,
exactly.
I'm not. You'll be fine. But
Yeah. So would you do would you do a skydive, Jay?
I would like to think I'd want to do, but I don't. Thing is, yeah, if you get me on the plane,
You'll just do it, innit?
then
You've got
yeah,
no
then I
choice.
can't quit. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a
It'll
bit like
probably
that.
take a lot to get me on the plane, though.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't necessarily sign up for one, but if I suddenly had to do it, then
With somebody on the
and it had
plane.
to be with somebody, like a tandem one.
Imagine you were on the plane thinking, I'm going to go home. And then they go, no, we put you on the wrong plane. You're actually going to go skydive off Dubai.
Saying that though, I'd rather skydive than bungee jump.
Oh, I would
Oh,
never
for
bungee jump.
sure.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Do you know why I wouldn't bungee jump? It's that I think it was a woman who went on the bungee jump and the thing snapped. Yeah.
She
And
died,
that's
didn't it?
that's a big experience.
And the
Die
thing
on
is, I
impact.
think it was the only video I've ever seen someone bungee jumping. So when I saw it, I thought to myself, that's one of one video I've seen of it.
Yeah.
Snapped.
That's
See, that's my
hype
fear as well.
Yeah.
But I love.
I mean, she did survive. I
But I
think.
love.
She
Like,
survived.
rides.
She did survive.
Did she?
Yeah.
How did she survive?
Because
Yeah.
it was went straight. She went straight into water, but she
Into
she
water.
broke quite a few
Bones.
Yeah, she definitely did die. I know.
Oh
that.
my god. Well, a lot of these bungee jumps, they're not even over water. They're like over rock.
Yeah.
The Grand Canyon.
So I've got one other fear or phobia. Not sure what it is though. Which is when I'm walking through a dark area where there's no lights, at all,
Mm.
and then there's just a big object there.
A big object.
So, yeah, it could be like
A bollard.
walking by a riverbank that's not lit yet, and there's just a massive boat there.
I'm just so
With no
glad.
lights
You
on.
have said this actually. You know,
So hang on a second, right, no. So if you're walking
just-
down an alley,
it's just
like a riverbank, you said,
Yeah.
and there's no.
There's no
And then all of a
light.
sudden,
There's no
I go
light.
around,
No
there's no
light.
lighting, obviously. you know.
Okay, yeah.
Go around the corner, and then there's just a massive boat there. But there's
it
no
mo-
lights on the boat.
Is it
Okay.
moving? Is it
No, it's just
stagnant?
Is it like
Right.
is it like a ghost ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if I'm going through, like, say, a valley, or driving through, like, a valley,
Yeah.
and then there's, like, I can see in the distance that there's, like, a hill or, like, a mountain or something,
Yeah.
and it's just there, and it's just that big object, isn't it? And you can see it. I don't know what that is.
That's not a phobia.
Nor is it a fear.
I think
It's
it might be a fear. I think your brain's trying to figure out what the hell it
No, I
is.
think it's keeping you safe.
Yeah.
It is to
Your
be
brain's trying to keep you
interrupted.
safe.
I don't know, man. It's just-
But
it's
I
odd.
don't think it's a fear in a like that the way we're talking about fears
Yeah.
and phobias.
Depends
I
what you've been
think
smoking.
it's. I think it's like
It's a weird one.
it's almost like you're in a movie and like you're.
I feel like it's a scenario that you've either seen on TV
Yeah.
or you've had a dream about, and it for some reason just
it
keeps
keeps
replaying that same
Yeah,
thing.
I
And
need
you
to
say
stop watching
object,
EastEnders, isn't it?
No, but you said, yeah, but you said ship, and then you said there's a mountain, and I went, that's two completely different things. But
It's
I
just-
know what you mean. I know
it's
what
just
you
any
mean.
The
big,
stagnant
like, large object in the dark.
Don't go to New York in the dark,
I think
yeah? You might see the Statue of
I think
Liberty
it's something
freaking
that
out.
you've definitely watched, and
It's
now
something that
that's
you've
like
watched,
in
yeah.
your mind.
It's ingrained in
because,
your mind.
Like, first of all, when was the last time? Or it could be because you lived in Portsmouth, didn't you? Or Southampton.
Southampton.
So you were
Do
by.
not get those
you
two
were-
mixed up, please.
Sorry, football fans.
No, forget football fans, just the people are pumping.
Just generally people.
So when you were in Southampton, obviously by the sea.
Did you ever see that?
It's not
Like-
by the sea.
No,
though,
but there's
I know, but-
isn't there
There's a docks
marina
there.
or
Yeah.
something there, right? So did
Yes, it used to be the same thing back
so
then
as
as
a
well.
kid, did anything happen where you went down the river bank or whatever and turned a corner and saw something that was big and scary as a child?
No, not really.
I think it's a movie. I
It's
think
either-
I
it's either-
genuinely think it's a movie
It's
where
either a
you.
childhood memory that is forgotten about, or it's a movie.
Movie could probably make sense.
Childhood memory might make sense too, but you've blocked it out
Yeah,
because
you
it's
do.
a fear.
The trauma.
Now
A
it's
bit
a
of-
phobia.
Hypnotherapy to get
Maybe I
this
should
out.
go back into Southampton and just wander the streets and see.
Yes.
Retrace
Yeah.
my steps in the dark.
Yes.
I mean, my question is, what were you doing travelling on a riverbank, turning the corner with a big ship in front of you?
Forget that. There's no mountains in Southampton. I don't know where that was.
Cliffs. Are there any cliffs?
Yeah, there are cliffs. Yeah, there's cliffs there.
Yeah.
There's cliffs.
Maybe
but,
the
He said
cliffs
mountain.
are-
I don't care.
Yeah,
Cliff.
but as a kid, a cliff might have felt like a mountain.
Yeah.
but it is a weird one. It's like, I don't know. It's just
I reckon
any
that.
object. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it could be the Statue of Liberty. In pitch black.
I
Yeah,
said,
it could be
don't go to New
yeah.
York. When it's dark, you might get scared of Statue of Liberty.
I reckon that it's either a childhood memory which you've like now just blocked out mentally, or it's a film that you've watched. But now I'm definitely counting on a childhood memory.
Or the person
I
you
think
bought
you
that
could
roof
delve.
off. Yeah.
I think you need
Those
to delve deeper into this
Yeah.
Those roofies are not good for you.
situation.
They are not good for you, my
Can I
friend.
get a refund, Aaron?
I told you not to buy the cheap ones. I told you to buy premium. Me and Khilna always use the premium ones.
So talking of things to do.
And my last fear is fear of like running out of food. That's okay.
Oh yeah.
Famine. What the hell? What is going on?
That's
How is
a
that
real
fair?
thing for Heren.
Oh, God.
gosh.
Well, you're lucky London still has buffets, so.
Or somebody
There's
delves.
always gonna
or
be-
if somebody delves into my food.
Oh yeah.
That's
Heren-
definitely a
Take your
fear.
pick.
Heron doesn't
like
share
Joey.
food.
No.
Heren
It's a
doesn't
fear.
share food.
It's a fear someone's going to put a hand in my plate.
That's my favourite episode of Friends, one of them. Joey doesn't share food.
No
all right,
one should have to use.
let's talk about your multiple fears.
Oh, way too many, man.
That's all right.
What's
we
your
got time.
worst fear?
Yeah.
No, first of all,
Okay,
what's
actually,
a fear? Which one is a fear and which one is phobia?
I'd have no phobias.
Okay,
They're all
so
fears.
start with your
I'll tell
fears
you
then.
one thing. I've overcome a fear.
Ooh,
Oh,
what
yes.
have you overcome?
Okay, and I told Khilna this. She went yay, and then she laughed afterwards because it's a dumb fear, right?
Okay.
Oh, no.
So
No, there's no dumb fears.
It's not a dumb fear.
listen to this, right?
There
in
are
Dubai,
when Aaron's involved.
in Dubai, our hotel was on the
Oh
beach.
my god, has he overcome that fear?
It was on the beach, right?
Partly, okay, partly.
And I said, I'm finished now, it's Sunday. I'm finished now, finished my tournament and everything. Right, I'm just going to go. Anyway, walking down, I think to myself, you know what? I want to walk on the beach. And I
As
took
in on the sand.
on the sand barefoot.
So if you don't know by now, then Aaron's fear was walking barefoot on sand.
It was a childhood fear.
Especially the wet
Sharp.
sand.
Wet sand was not, the fear's still there. But I managed to walk on sand barefoot.
He did.
For how
Amazing.
long?
I was so
Probably
proud.
30 steps.
And how did you feel?
I felt all right.
That's good, man.
That is
Yeah. Yeah, so-
Smashed it. Well done.
Proud.
Very good.
But then the next question I asked is, what about the wet sand?
and I told her to calm her shit.
What about tiles?
Huh?
What about tiles?
No, that's still a fear. Right.
So the other fear of Aaron's is if
Can't walk
he's in a
barefoot on tiles.
hotel
Can't barefoot.
or anywhere,
Even in
really,
his house.
he
In
can't
the house.
walk
I-
barefoot on tiles.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's weird.
Where did that one come from?
I'm wondering why
actually know.
his house has got tiles in that.
Because I'm not obviously the decision maker in my house. It's my mother and father. I have a weird fear. You said you have a fear of heights. Do you know what the opposite is? So
Fear
when
on the
you-
ground?
So
Underground?
when you're,
Oh, yeah.
no, not underground. So when you're walking and you look up at buildings,
Oh.
Ooh,
I have a fear of that.
interesting.
Which was weird because guess where I found out I had that fear?
New York.
In New York City.
Oh.
So I literally, no word of a lie for all the YouTubers, I literally went like this and took pictures. I could not look up. If I looked
Basically,
up,
he used his phone.
I used my phone and tilted it up and did not look at my phone. And I literally went, like, yeah.
What
got it.
happens to you when you're well?
I'll tell you this right now, my legs shake
Okay.
and it looks like the building's going to fall on me.
Oh my god!
So ever since New York, city-wise, generally, never really looked at buildings like that. We went
Canary
to
Wharf. Canary Wharf.
Canary Wharf. Worst decision of my life. Walked right inside. Because the minute I can see the HSBC tower from far away. That's
Yeah.
cool. We went to the Barclays Tower. I could not look up. I knew 100%.
So
my
where
legs
did
were
this
gonna go.
come from, though?
I have
Like,
absolutely no idea. That is the one. My mates even talk about it. When we go into London, he goes, Aaron building. And I was gonna go, fuck. Like, I can't because my legs would just do that.
Is
But
there a
I
feeling
know
of
one
like
way.
claustrophobia or?
I think it was the one time where I actually the clouds are moving really quickly when I was younger.
Okay, yeah. That
Yeah,
makes
so
sense.
when you look at a building, it starts to do
clouds.
this.
Yeah.
It's
that
not
makes
going
sense.
anywhere, but the building's in that. And I think that's what happened when I was younger.
So the building starts to tilt.
It looked like the building was tilting,
like the illusion.
and obviously when you've got the sky moving quite quickly, at the time the clouds were moving quite quickly, it does look like it was kind of.
It sounds like
Moving.
reverse vertigo.
yeah.
That's what it's called, reverse.
Oh, is
vertigo.
that what it's called? Oh, wow.
Yeah, reverse vertigo.
Jay's a genius.
had to Google it.
Heron has a solution for you.
Not a solution,
Oh no.
actually.
Well, wear a cap.
Yeah,
Well,
so
you could do that as a solution, yeah.
Wear a cap.
Worry about this.
Heron has a yeah.
So when you were little, when you were a baby in your
Yeah.
diapers, like crawling around and shit, yeah,
Okay, well, yeah, where I definitely remember that. Yeah, go on.
did you make a tower out of Lego? Because I know you like Lego, right?
And
And then did it fall on top of you?
no.
Ooh, that's clever.
Yeah, see?
No. I never made a single building out of Lego when I was younger. It
Okay,
was
did you
always
pile
cardboard.
stuff up then? Like, and
Like
it's
the
just
big
fallen on
wooden
you.
block.
As a kid, did
as-
you watch a film where, like, the like, how old were you when 9/11 happened?
I was 6. I remember where I was when I watched that. I remember that. That wasn't it. I remember where it happened.
okay.
And it was the cheese grater building?
Okay.
The cheese grater building? Yeah, it looked slightly curved. And I was looking up
Walkie-talkie
there.
building.
Is it walkie-talkie building? Might be one of those. I don't know. It's
I've
one of the
never heard
weird
of the
ones.
cheese grater
curved
building.
one.
There's a cheese. No, there is.
I've heard of the
No,
walkie-talkie because it's
no,
curved.
I think it's the same one.
you mean the one in London?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm glad we're in the same
Right.
city now.
Went from New York to
I
London
know,
like that.
because I'm like, cheese grater.
I've heard of cheese grater. I just
Isn't
don't know
that
what it is.
not the gherkin, but the round?
That's the
Like with
gherkin.
the slightly curved.
No. The gherkin is tall.
gherkin
and,
is like the
like
cucumber.
Oh, yeah.
Like a bullet,
That's-
basically.
yeah, yeah.
Cucumber.
Okay.
And then there's a round,
I am
doughy
right.
one
It's
as well.
122 Leadenhall Street, which is the cheese grater.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
that's
one.
it.
Oh, that's
That
the
one,
Oh,
one.
that
yeah.
one.
Oh, yeah.
It's that one.
That's the
It's
other
not-
one's
yeah.
the walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the walkie-talkie one is the one with the sky garden.
Yeah.
So I looked at that one. I remember that, and then that was the bit where it was like that. That was the first time.
Interesting.
I remember that one. Yeah.
Interesting.
I think we need to send these boys to therapy.
Have you ever been in the sea and a large wave has come towards you, a curve, and just smacked you in the face?
No.
Could be that.
No, you know why? Because I have to get through wet sand.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's all
All
connected.
linked
No,
together,
it's
yeah.
not. No, it's not. I remember exactly what the goddamn fear is. The one thing is, my mum told me that when I was younger, blood was never was always a problem. Like blood tests and things like that. The minute I used to cut myself, always a problem.
Well, that's probably where your ketchup thing
It's
comes
why
from.
the ketchup thing
Yeah.
doesn't work. It's why the ketchup.
Oh, yeah, fear of
you've got a
ketchup.
fear.
It's not a fear of ketchup. It's
You've
just I
got a
don't
hate,
like it, but
like
I
a
hate
general
it. I
hate
can't stand
ketchup.
it. It's just
Somebody gave you a burger with ketchup in it, would you eat it?
You would,
Ketchup
you would
cake.
not.
No.
You
Why
would
would I-
not eat it.
If someone gave me a burger with ketchup in it,
Yeah.
bro, we went to Thailand. You saw my picture. There was chips. They put mayonnaise and ketchup in the same damn, bucket, and I just went, "This is a crime. This is a hate crime."
We
believe they
had
put
the scenario in Amsterdam.
Same pot.
Pot.
And my dad knew.
In other words,
It's the Amsterdam syndrome.
My dad knew I was not going to touch the mayonnaise, so he
like-
mixed the damn thing, and I just went,
I'm having this now.
I was like, "It's all mine." I was like, "All right, take it. I don't want this blood sauce." But yeah,
Blood sauce, that's what you call it.
Or
What other
devil.
fears, Aaron?
Yeah, what other
So far we've got fear of tiles, fear of sand,
wet
Wet sand.
wet sand, calm you.
Yeah, wet
Buildings.
sand. Fear of tall buildings.
buildings.
I'm a mess. I should belong at home.
Ketchup.
Oh, I can't. I've got towels on.
Kate.
Spiders.
Spiders, yeah.
Spiders.
What
That's
else?
5.
Can't, you must have
Five
more.
so far.
That's 5 so far.
Fears. I mean,
Do you not want to do any of these fears stop you from doing things?
the only one is the buildings.
Okay.
Ketchup. No word of a lie. I can't remember who it was. It's probably my cousin. But I've seen you guys in Amsterdam when you've had ketchup. Just eat it. It's cool.
yeah.
I would sit there and
Yeah,
do
it's not
that.
really a fear.
It's not a fear.
Yeah, yeah.
It's more like, don't get me wrong, if someone did that in my face, I'd be like, move.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'll punch you or something.
Yeah.
But
But like,
it's
say
not.
with
That's
the-
not a
but say
fear.
with the tall buildings,
the buildings is.
right?
I know for a fact that if I look up, my
Yeah.
legs start to shake. That's different. That stops
so
me from
would
looking
you not
up.
like to overcome that? Get some help for that? Because you can overcome it through
But-
hypnotherapy and things like that.
Yeah, but it's weird because for example, when we went to see the World Trade Center, we didn't actually walk up to the building and look right up. We looked it from afar. So when all the pictures that I've got, I've literally done that. As a normal person would take a photo.
Yeah.
So that's actually okay. It's when you actually get right up and so when you go to London Eye, when you start queuing,
Yeah.
I mean I've never been. It's a waste of time. But when you walk past it, I look up and I think to myself, and then I kind of look down. It's too far. But I've looked at London Eye from afar, not
But let's
across the
say like
river.
you're at the bottom of the shard.
I've been at the bottom of the shard.
Yeah, and
And
then
I've
you look
looked.
up and
I've
you
looked
can't-
up and I've just
Yeah.
gone straight back
So
down.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
The
do you
only
not want
one
to
ti-
get? Do you want to not
quick
get rid of that?
second.
Because that could. I'm not saying it will, but it could be something that might just stop you from enjoying the experience of the view.
After you've looked up at it, do you actually go into it afterwards?
What do you mean?
As in, say, like the shard, yeah?
Yeah.
You've looked up at it from the outside. You've
I
clapped
can
your
go. I
hands.
can go into the building. Yeah.
But then can you go in?
Yeah. I can go in the building.
You can go up and you can go up.
Yeah.
What was the building? Empire State. Looked up. Nope. Let's get in. Walked right in.
Go right to the top.
Went right to the top. Looked down. Fine. Nothing wrong with it. Took pictures. I was like, Dad, go take a picture. Dad goes, can you move like in, please? Like, that was nothing
Can
wrong.
I just say you're just a weirdo?
It's all right.
It's okay. Embrace your weirdness.
Why do you think we're together?
That's true.
Because when she says I'm weird,
the
I'm
way,
like,
that's
what?
Just so you know, he's referring to him and Khilna.
Because when Khilna learns all this, she goes, "Oh my god, Aaron, you're so weird," and I'm like, "Okay, shall we talk about your weirdness?" And then she goes, "Actually, let's stop."
Let's now talk about your weirdness.
That's it.
What are your fears?
I mean, I think my fears are very different from my weirdness, but
Yeah. Let us be the judge of the connection.
I don't really have any fears. I mean,
Okay, definitely. It's just separate from your weirdness.
as I've grown older, I've slight fear of heights, but I think it's at a certain height because actually I'm quite fine climbing ladders.
It's because you're short.
No, she's a damn monkey when it comes to it. Have you seen her
Also,
climb a
like,
ladder?
there's no that you know,
No,
you talk
no,
about
no.
vertigo. Like, there's no, you're short, so it's not as the balance
That means
issues.
nothing. She goes, hold the ladder. By the time I've done this, I'm like, how are you already got up there? She's a goddamn chimp. It's crazy.
So I'm not scared of ladders. I'm like the man in the house because I have to
You
take
take the spiders.
I got to take all the spiders out, the rats
rats.
out,
The
the
rats.
mice out, all the bugs out.
What did you just say?
Jay goes, you're lucky, man. I need one of them. When I saw her take the rat out of her damn driveway, I was like, I've made it. The damn jackpot. I don't need to touch nothing in here. Anything that's got more than 4 legs, nothing. I don't need to change.
When this rat was at home, these two were here.
Heren and Aaron, by the way.
Heren and Aaron, and they just let me carry on. With
Mate,
getting
this
the
rat was
out.
busted.
Can I ask
This
a
rat
very
was
important
huge, and this rat
question?
Probably died because
What's the important question?
of the position.
Whose
that the rat
driveway
in.
was it?
Fine.
Sort it out.
Your driveway, your rat probably.
When it's our driveway, we'll sort it out.
Yeah.
But you
I'll
won't.
supervise and you do it. Make sure that you're doing it right. Don't bring it in the house.
Nah.
Make sure you got the right
I'm
direction.
gonna be like, okay, it's your turn now.
No, hell no. I'd leave it. I'd leave it there. Let the fox eat it.
Yeah, someone's gonna eat it. Innit?
Someone's gonna eat it. No, the fox is gonna eat it. I don't want to be coming and goes, oh look, dinner's outside on the driveway. I'm like, what? Making rat sushi? What's going on?
Rat sushi. Oh god. Okay, so yeah, I don't have a fear of rats, mice, spiders, bugs, because I got to sort all of them out anyway. I've held a snake. I think I've held a little crocodile.
Very good.
I've definitely done skydiving already.
She wins.
I think it's because you're born in Kenya, isn't it?
I was not born in Kenya. I was
Wait,
born
what?
Here.
Oh.
I was born here.
She then moved.
born in Kenya.
No, she was
Hearing if you're
born
going to cuss her, yeah, cuss her
Aaron.
properly. Yeah.
She
Aaron, is
moved
that
to
news to you as
Kenya, and then
Did
she
you know
came
that
back.
you wasn't born in Kenya?
Correct.
Yes.
Wait, I'll be honest, that was
This is
probably
what
one of the
happens
first questions
when-
of, so how does life start? She goes, so I was born here, and I went, okay, so write that down. It's not, I do listen.
I think when I probably had this conversation with Heren, he was probably busy eating food, so he
Probably.
wasn't paying attention.
What's
Yeah.
Jay's excuse? You've known Jay for a hell of a long time.
I don't remember our
I don't know
one-to-one
why
with me.
Jay
Jay
can't
lives on your
remember.
street.
I know Jay's my neighbour.
Me and Heron's one-to-one was
Jay
literally
was
about
in his
dinner.
introvertedness, so he didn't hear
Yeah, I
you.
was probably overthinking something.
Probably. So yeah, generally I don't really have a fear. I think just as I'm getting older, also I've been on a helicopter ride as well.
I've been on a helicopter ride,
So
yeah.
I think for me, as I'm just getting older, is a little bit of heights, and also if I've done a somersault off a boat into the ocean, it's like when you like come to, it's like I don't know what direction I'm in.
I just love the fact that all three of you looked at me and went, Aaron, can you please explain? And I'm like, I actually don't have an answer for
He
this.
doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Talking of somersaults into the ocean, that's the
What?
other thing I'm scared of is water.
Drowning.
Oh no, I love
As in,
I
like,
love
yeah,
being
like
in the
open
water.
water. I don't like. I can do swimming and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I can go into the sea.
Yeah.
But I. Like,
You're all right. I haven't got
I
over
would
my
be-
fear of Titanic. Calm your shit.
I am probably scared of going snorkeling.
I
or-
love snorkeling.
I mean, I would love to do
and I've done
it,
deep
but I
sea
would-
I can't
diving
swim.
as well.
What do you mean you can't swim?
No,
What?
got fear of swimming.
Bro, you float.
You're
Bro,
like
you
one
float.
big floater.
What?
So he's like one big floater.
You float, bro. Jay, can you swim?
I've got a fear of sinking, innit?
You got a fear of sinking. There we go. It's a fear.
So it's a fear, yeah.
a fear of water, yeah.
I have a fear that I'll.
No,
I think
it's not fear of water.
Your
You know what it is?
sinking.
It's a fear of loss of control, and I think that's what it is with the water. Is like there's nothing to hold on to if I'm in the middle somewhere on my own. Like if suddenly, like, you know, I get off the boat to do a deep dive or whatever, and suddenly the boat goes away, and I'm suddenly left there, like I'm gonna die.
That's a
I'm gonna
really
drown.
shit excursion.
Is that what you're worried about? Is that all you're worried
And
about?
it is
I'm
all
worried
the-
about a shark eating me.
And like, you know, like even when you're walking into the sea, and like suddenly I feel like there's a bit of seaweed on my foot, like I'm straight away like this because I'm thinking, oh my god, like what's down there? So it's the fear of the unknown a little bit as well.
Unknown, yeah.
So,
Wait,
yeah.
we still need to find Khilna's fears.
She hasn't got any.
Very minimal. I think
Minimum
it's just
height.
like heights now, but yeah,
That's what I said. She
Wow.
wins.
Yeah, she does win.
Like she's got no fear. She's
She's overcome all of it.
basically. If you're having any problems, listeners, all you need to do is call Khilna on 07. She's like the Ghostbusters.
Oh, I love it. I would love to be a ghost.
Do you know what? Do you know what the thing is, right?
Who you gotta call?
The thing with Khilna is when we went on holiday, we went to Greece and we rented a car. I'm in the driver's seat and I'm freaking out because one, it's a manual. I haven't driven a manual in like 5 years, and two, obviously you're driving in an abroad country, right? So you think to yourself, all right, Heren,
Seriously, Aaron, your phone.
Heren, that's your damn phone. Anyway,
My
so
phone's here.
hell no, that's not your phone.
Anyway, carry on.
So you've got me who's like shit in his brakes, right? And you got Khilna going, it's gonna be all right. And I'm sitting, I stall. It's gonna be cool. And I'm sitting there going, how do you not have any fear right now? We made an illegal turn. We scraped the bottom of the car.
Oh yeah, that was.
And she's sitting there going, just drive. And I'm like, what? I was like, me sitting there thinking to myself, have I cracked something at the bottom? I know if I did that in London, I'd be down there checking it out. Just drive. Just go. There's no fear. There's no fear, which is good.
Oh,
But
but
it's
also
good,
when we were at Rome and we went on a double-decker bus and we sat right at the top and
Oh,
right
for
at the
God's
front
sake.
Yeah, I would do that.
That's me, and then this one is freaking out.
On a double-decker bus.
No, because I'm not a very good passenger
new one.
driver.
Yeah,
No, I'm not a good passenger driver. So no, okay, calm down. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
calm down.
what do you mean? Okay, so when you get in my car, yeah, you probably trust me to drive you wherever you need to go. But when I'm on there, it's not that I don't trust you. It's more like I've not seen this of the vision on the left-hand side of a car. That's what I'm saying. So on the bus, I was sitting there thinking to myself, oh bloody hell, that's a bit close. That's why.
Very tight.
So you should have sat on the right hand side then.
No, because the bus has got it's got no fucking bonnet. So I'm sitting there thinking, oh shit, that's close, but it's actually not. The bus knows exactly where it's going, so I got used to that.
Oh, please.
What do you mean?
That's
Oh,
just
please.
so weird. Like that's ridiculous.
No, it's not, because you know what? I'm the same.
There you go. So he made me
Not
know.
on the bus.
This is why it's
Not on the
weird
bus.
and
I've not
ridiculous.
said this word
Aaron
yet all
and
night,
Aaron.
but fuck
He
off.
threw you
Seriously,
under the
you made
bus.
me say that and
Not on
looked
the
at me
bus.
like a moron. No, shut up. You made me look like a goddamn moron, and then you go, by the way, I'm the same. Man, fuck you, man.
But not on the
And
bus.
this damn podcast.
Not on the bus.
Names
When the
that
missus
start
is
with-
driving, yeah? When the missus is driving,
That's
and I'm in the passenger
is
seat.
that specifically your
I'm
missus?
like, shit, you're going too close this side. You're going too close this car. You can do.
Yeah, but people do that. Like,
It's like me as well,
again, like
yeah.
people do that when I'm driving. People, as in my brother.
So then it's not weird, then, is it?
Yeah, but
On a
you're
bus.
doing it with a bus.
On a bus.
On a bus, it's weird.
Buses don't have seatbelts as well. That's the worst thing as well. Don't have seatbelts. What kind of safety is
I
that?
think you got control issues.
Control issues.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because again, you're out of control.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's not in your
You're
control.
not driving.
Yeah.
innit? You're
Oh,
not driving.
okay. In that sense, yeah.
So it's control issues. Yeah, you don't like letting go of control.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear what our viewers, listeners, what phobias and fears you guys have got. So when let us know in the reels, in the stories, in the comments on Instagram. Put your comments down and let us know what your phobias are. What intense fears or phobias do you have, or what did you have, and maybe you've overcome, like Aaron's sand, walking on sand.
If anyone has a fear of ketchup, I'll give you a tenner.
Oh,
Then I'll show you.
tenner is up for grabs.
You got to prove it. 100% you got to prove it. I'll find a picture on Facebook here from like 8 years ago.
Because you're going to be giving out thousands of pounds here.
Listen, the first person. This one thinks that I'm going to give the whole audience
You
tenner.
want to state your stipulations.
Exactly.
How much was that?
Terms and conditions.
I'll add the terms and conditions at the bottom. A tenner.
I fucking hate ketchup. Fucking so scary.
I have seen you eat ketchup to the gallon. Don't you start. I've known you for a very long time, Heren. Don't you start.
But it's a certain type of ketchup, isn't it?
Clearly, you want that tenner really badly.
I'm talking tomato
That chicken and
ketchup.
chip shop outside. What are you talking about?
I'm talking tomato
tenner would do
ketchup.
good.
You have the same fear. First person who proves it, give you a tenner.
So, in all of these fears that we've got, are any of these fears stopping us from doing something that we really want to do, but we have a fear or phobia about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, Jay.
The spider's right there, and I need to get out the door. I'll be stuck.
Go out the window.
Do you know how dumb I am? Do you know how dumb I am? I looked at the table going, what spider?
So did I.
Okay, then I'm a dumb, guys. We're all a bit dumb.
Just so you know, Jay is staying here in the podcast studio.
Oh, so if the
see it
spider's
next
at the
time.
door, you won't go through the door.
Well, what I'd do is I'd wait until it moves out of the way.
Okay, here's a question. If you went in the toilet and the spider was in the bathroom, would you be able to do your thing?
It depends where it is.
Depends what thing.
Exactly.
Depends how much concentration you need. I'm talking about a wee or a poo, man.
No, if it's like
Depends on
if
where it
it's
is.
like in the area, then no. If it's on the ceiling, then I'll go as quick as I can, and as soon as it starts moving, I'm
No, I
out.
can't do
I
it.
think the poo would come out straight away.
No, it would, but then
No, but then I'll be sitting there and I'll be trapped because then it'll come down.
Yeah, but you get constipated like D gets constipated.
One
No,
time,
it happened the other way around, remember?
one time I got trapped in the
Oh, yeah,
kitchen
sure.
because I went into the kitchen and then the spider came down and just hanging there in the doorway. And luckily my cousin was there. He got a newspaper, just tapped it, and he went back up again.
But interesting stuff, I was walking out my front door once, and as soon as I opened the front door, this like brown, like hard back spider came all the way down,
A what?
and then went all the way back
hardback
up, like literally
spider.
in the middle of the door. And I looked it up, and
Is it real? Are you talking about
No, it was
demons?
real. It was like it was real. And apparently that type of spider, because I looked it up, is the fact that it came down and then went back up means that there was abundance.
Oh, I like that. Yeah,
Just
I
so
like that.
you know, since it's happened, that abundance I'm still waiting for. But
I wonder what she was talking about. I thought she was talking about abundance of spiders. Like in a nest or
A
something.
family of spiders,
Yeah.
thousands of them.
to be fair, it could be abundance of whatever, really, but it's all about
Yeah.
abundance and money and, you know, good stuff coming into your house. And of course, after
How
that,
many
you
years ago
all
was
came
this?
into my life.
When did this happen?
How many years ago was this?
This was when I first moved in, I think.
Which was what?
2010 into my house.
And you're still waiting.
No, like I said, you guys all came into my life.
That's not good enough.
I'd rather take the money.
The thing is, I wasn't given a choice. It was either you lot.
It's either 6 friends or the next 6 lottery numbers. Now I'm taking the 6 lottery numbers. Yeah, thank you very much. I love you lot, but I just feel a little bit more.
Dang. So, Heren, what would stop you from doing whatever? You were about
What
to
is
say
it?
If
something.
someone asked him to do
Oh, yeah.
CCTV
You was-
underground, underwater,
You were about to say something, but
Where does it stop you from?
My lifelong ambition, isn't it?
Which
what's
is
that?
Running Starkers down the canal side. Yeah.
At night.
At night.
why
no
do you need
lights
to run
on.
naked if it's at night?
Freedom, innit?
You can do that at home.
There's
no,
always
you can't.
somebody at home, innit?
Actually, no, you can't. There's a lot of people in your house, actually.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Yes. Oh dear, indeed. Yeah. So I think it has stopped me. Like fear of water has stopped me because I haven't gone snorkeling. I haven't done all of that kind of stuff.
Love
yeah.
snorkeling.
So if you-
I've
I've done parasailing over water.
If you did snorkeling in a swimming pool,
Yeah, I do it in a swimming
yeah,
pool.
okay.
I just wouldn't do it in the sea.
So you've been parasailing?
I've been parasailing.
What if the
I was going to say, what if
Yeah.
it cuts? Yeah. Same as bungee jumping, isn't it? What if the thing cuts?
because parasailing isn't as high
It's not that high.
No, but if it cuts,
over the river.
If it cuts and you
Wait,
drop it,
were you
the
over?
jaws
Wait, were
comes
you
out and
over the
grabs you.
river or over the sea?
I was both times I was over. In one time I was over the sea, and actually, the first time I did it, again it was me and another friend that did it together, and we had to run into the river, and as we ran in, the thing lifted us up.
Jesus Christ.
And then the other time I did it was where we went out on a boat, and then you sit on a boat or you stand on the boat, and then it then takes you.
I've done that in India.
Yeah.
So if the
And then
cord
it brings you back on the boat.
if the cord cuts, that means your parasail will just
Yeah,
go
it'll
higher and higher and higher because it'll catch air, and then it will drop.
Well, hopefully it'll.
Well,
Anyway,
Are we creating new fears? What's going on? What happens if it cuts?
Parasailing again.
I didn't-
happens.
What the hell is going on here?
well, saying this, you know, I watch a lot of true crime, right?
Yeah.
So there was a couple, married couple, and what had happened is the husband was having an affair with another woman, and basically he was trying to kill his wife. So, and they were so into paragliding. No, the parachute jumping.
Yeah,
Parachute jumping. So he literally sabotaged her parachute. So he was obviously just wanting to kill her, but what happened is she did her jump, tried to deploy her things, they weren't working, so obviously she fell to the ground. But to her luck, because they just ploughed the soil or something, so it was soft still. So when she hit, she broke a lot of her stuff, but she was alive.
Oh my gosh.
And what happened then was, I mean, it's miraculously that she was still alive, but he tried to kill her before as well, like trying to, with the gas pipes. So he basically tried to kill her twice, but she was still alive.
He's obviously bad at it. What the hell?
And I think he was a policeman or something.
He's definitely so bad at it.
Yeah.
So in case any of you guys wanting to parachute, maybe just check your parachute as well. Let's not put that.
Especially if you're married.
Yes.
Beejel, be careful.
There we go.
Right, here we go. So another awesome episode that we can put to bed after knowing all of our fears. What fears or phobias do you have? And has it ever stopped you from doing anything? I think that's worth a question as well, isn't it?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So thanks for joining us again. Thanks for joining the Fab Five on Generational Vibes.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Whoop.
Give us a like, follow, subscribe.
Oh, do that again. Go on.
Just like that.
No. Do the voice as well.
See, I'm
Your
so
thumbs are so
weird.
freaky.
Go on, do it. Give us
a like, follow, and subscribe.
Give us a like, follow, and subscribe.
I can't believe the drive home is an hour.
So, yes, give us a like, follow, and subscribe. Generation.vibes is the handle for all of our socials.
The name of the game.
And exactly. And then you can search for Generational Vibes on all the podcast platforms, plus YouTube. Give us a follow on there. Click the bell so you know when our next episode is coming out. And let us know how you're doing. Share this podcast with any of your friends and family, because you'll get to hear 5 different voices, perspectives, and opinions from 4 different generations. So until next time.
See you later.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Ta-ra!
Ta-ra.
sponsored by J. Shah Photography, UK's award-winning photographer, creating high-impact portraits designed to grab attention. That's J. Shah Photography, who is sponsoring this episode.